All right, everybody. So I am back on Rock Titan Live, and I've got one of my favorite people on the planet with us right now. You know, for those of you that actually listen to the opening of Rock Titan Live, that music that you hear is like part of our grand intro, is that of the Three Tremors. And we've got one of the Three Tremors with us right now, Sean the Hell Destroyer Peck.
Yeah, hey, dude. Good to see you again.
Yeah, Sean, it's always a pleasure. And man, it's hard to believe we actually go back now, man. I can say, man, Sean and I, we go way back, like we go back to the beginning. Like before Three Tremors was even going on, and for that matter, another one of your projects. I don't know what the status is, but we can certainly talk about that. Denner Sherman, before you even got involved with that, with those two legendary cats. And now here we are. You're already working on another Three Tremors album, and you got the third Death Dealer coming out here real soon. Man, you're a busy guy.
Yeah, man. I can just give you the rundown. So yeah, new Death Dealer has been done for a while. We're just negotiating with a couple, 2, 3, 4 labels. Really cool. Like, we were going to put it out on our own Steel Cartel label, but because of the what I got going with all this, the tours and the bands, I don't know that we'd be able to work it properly. So we're gonna, we go, well, maybe we'll have a regular label, take a listen to it. And like every label we've sent it to wants the album, so that's been cool.
That is,
cool. Normally you're just getting rejected, like no, and so we got a little bit of a bidding war going on for that, which is cool, and it's nice to be wanted. It's always nice to be wanted. So yeah, and that the Death Dealer is, man, those first 2 Death Dealer albums are so good, and in order to even come close to those first 2, I'm just like, I don't know. But the people that we've let hear it are all about it. So maybe I'm just being paranoid, but I think we got another home run on our hands, and there's going to be some touring. We're talking maybe September, October, so there might be some U.S., there might be some Europe. We're going to try and pick. It's not going to be like a giant tour. We're going to pick like specific spots,
okay,
and make them special. And so there's that coming out. Yeah, we're deep into the new Three Tremors record. We were just. Dave and I were just reviewing, the stuff that we have, and we've got literally 10 or 12, but probably 4 or 5 songs done.
Wow.
And then another 8 or 9 that are in good shape. And then we're going to be working on a Cage record too. So, because Cage is going to do some touring next March in Europe. We got a couple festivals that we're doing, and then there's and then you want to talk about the Denner Sherman stuff.
Well, I mean, what is going on with that? Because I guess not too long ago in the news, I saw that Denner and Sherman were kind of at odds with one another. There was there was a little rift there, a little temporary rift. Is that have they kissed and made up, or is there still some stuff going on there?
I don't think there's ever going to be any kissing or making up there, man.
Okay,
I'm a big King Diamond Mercyful Fate fan, and to do a Mercyful Fate reunion after all these years and not have Michael Denner is just completely ridiculous to me.
Yeah.
And the way that it was handled is just gross. One of my pet peeves in music, being in bands this long and going through members and stuff, like you become friends with these guys and you become brothers with people, and you share a lot of times together, and those guys are have, I don't know, 40 years together as basically brothers, and they're a legendary guitar duo. And then the way that it was handled, where they rolled out that press for Mercyful Fate, didn't even mention Michael Denner, like no one would notice, and then the fan backlash was just like, what's going on? There's no Michael Denner. Why?
Right. How can you have Hank Sherman and no Michael Denner? I mean, that's that's kind of messed up.
Yeah, and it's like I said, that one of my pet peeves is when if you leave a band, or you don't want to be in a band anymore, or there's a difference, you should be able to talk on the phone or talk to somebody face to face, especially when you have a relationship with them. When people just hide behind emails and social media posts, in order to say what's going on and spring stuff on people. It's so cowardly, man.
Yeah.
And I'm really disappointed in how that all went down. But on a good note, there may be something happening with the remnants of what's left behind. I can't. That's all I can say. Right now.
Well, obviously it's with Denner, so you still got something going on there because I know you guys are cool. It's just a bummer though, man, because I remember when Denner Sherman first came out, and I saw a Son of Satan, that music video. My God, that thing was like epic, like everything you're doing now with the Three Tremors. It's just on another level with all the CGI, and the green screen and everything. I mean, it is just unbelievable. And it was like, wow, you really got something going here, with these legendary guitarists from Mercyful Fate, King Diamond. Man, it's a bummer that was the first. It was the first, right?
It was the first time, that we captured, that the Mercyful Fate vibe was recaptured really with those two records. And that's, getting that magic it was a cool combination of all of us together and putting those songs together. And it's a shame, but maybe we'll be able to capture it again. Moving forward.
Well, everything happens for a reason. That's cool. If there's one,
I hate it when people say, "Oh, I can't really say anything about it." That drives me nuts on interviews. Like, "Oh, it's all top secret."
And here you are doing it to me, Sean. Here you are doing it to me. I love it.
You'll be the first to know, though. You'll be the first to know.
I'll hold you to that. That's cool. But it's cool though that you're still gonna be doing something at some capacity with that grouping, I guess, some spawn off of that. Speaking of which, going back to Death Dealer, was Ross the Boss? He wasn't involved with your earlier albums with Death Dealer, was he? I mean, that was you and Stu Marshall and company. Was Ross the Boss on those too?
Of course, yeah. Ross was in it from the start.
Okay, all right. So obviously he's got Ross the Boss Band, and now you guys are putting out a third one with him. And I know back when I spoke with Stu, I mean, he's just like, just playing alongside, Ross from Man of War, of course. I know for him that he was one of his idols, growing up as a guitarist. So that's pretty cool that you guys have that going on. I'm always amazed, with all these projects that you have going on, and it's like you're the front man / manager of, most, if not all these projects, I guess, between Gage, Death Dealer, Denner Sherman, the Three Tremors, because I know that Tim Ripper Owens, he leans on you, I would imagine, quite a bit to handle everything that is Three Tremors. And you guys got some really cool stuff going on there. But all that being said, with all this aggressive touring that you no doubt have planned, especially over in Europe, because that's where the money's at. How's
not necessarily?
No, I thought it was money's just raining from the skies over there.
The United States, man, we're our we just did a Europe run with the Tremors, and now we have a big US run. We're doing a week from today, we leave to do 3 shows in Texas and 3 shows in Florida. Right, going to be down there doing the Super Bowl, so that'll be cool. Oh. But then we go to the UK like a week after that. We never toured the UK. We did one show. Then we're going to see how that goes. We're headlining a festival with Rhapsody in Birmingham, which is going to be cool. But then we do like 16 shows on the East Coast and the Midwest. I'm sure I'll see you out there somewhere.
Yes, awesome.
That's at the end of March and beginning of April. And there's another festival that we're doing in Milwaukee, the Blades of Steel Festival. You got to check that out. The lineup's really cool.
Nice.
The demand in the U.S. is really strong, man. And
very cool.
And so we're going to do. There's going to be a pretty heavy focus on the United States here because the demand, the record's selling really good here, and the promoters are demanding it, and there's just more and more cities coming up. So we are doing after this US run, we are going to do probably some shows in July. In Europe, though, we're doing the Headbangers Open Air Festival, which is another killer lineup.
Oh, yeah.
Going to play Copenhagen again, and then maybe a festival up in Sweden. So it's cool, man. We're slowly, we started this from scratch, the Three Tremors, and It's slowly building, and people want it. When people see the live show, man, they just like that's when the sales made. Because you saw, there's nothing really like it, man. They're in the metal scene. Like it's a unique thing, and if you like that kind of singing and that kind of power thrash metal mixed in with some classic songs, I mean, it's hard to beat.
Yeah, right on, man. And of course, the Three Tremors we are talking about is, Harry the Tyrant Conklin and Tim Ripper Owens and Sean the Hell Destroyer Peck. So, and those guys are so busy with their own projects as well. I know, especially Ripper, it seems like he's always got something new going on. So you're able to, coordinate schedules, I guess, pretty well with those guys to make, Three Tremors more of a, not just some side project, but it's really become one of the main projects for all you guys at this point, huh?
Yeah. Ripper's got something big coming up that he'll announce.
I can't talk to you about it. Yeah, no, can't tell you. Yeah, that would be for Ripper to tell me anyway. So that's all good.
Yeah, but and then he's got the Dio holograms going to be doing shows. But so far we've been able to mix the schedules have worked out okay, and we're just having fun with it, man. And it's like I said, it's fun, and we really like the original songs. We're doing another record, and there's really no sign of us stopping. So
that's good to hear. That's good to hear. Maybe we'll see you all in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame someday, huh?
Dude, let's talk about the Rock and Roll. Or the Heavy Metal Hall of Fame. It's now a thing. Like this is the year where it made its mark, and I think it's just going to get more legit, bigger. Like I said, everyone goes to NAMM anyways, and like anyone who's anybody for metal is going to want to go to this thing because it was just like a killer hangout, and everyone, the speeches are cool, most of them, where it's not just like Stephen Pearcy, Jeff Tate, and Metal Church gave like 2-sentence acceptance speeches, but this thing isn't designed for that. This thing is designed for these guys to go up for like 10-15 minutes and really tell the story. Like last year, Bill Ward, the drummer from Sabbath,
right?
I mean, his speech was like amazing. It was just super inspiring, and it was like you don't get 15-minute rundowns like in the Grammys or the Oscars or any of that crap. So the way that really makes it way more interesting, and like I said, the performances were there's like all-star stuff, and everyone's up there playing, and like I said, all the big names. So this is a thing everyone needs to try, attend it. It's just going to get bigger and bigger. And then we won't have to give a shit about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Just like the Grammys, it's just metal is meant to be underground. It's meant to be our own thing. It's our private club. And we shouldn't give a shit whether the Grammys acknowledge it or whether the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame acknowledges it, because they're all a bunch of idiots when it comes to metal, and we need our own thing, and now we got it.
Awesome. That's very cool. That's very, very cool.
It's inspiring, man.
Well, yeah, it's inspiring. It's relevant, and I mean, I would imagine it's something where artists, in rock and roll and metal can actually feel good about going in. Like it's one of those awards, I would think, one of those recognitions that, again, it's just like, I can almost see where if you're getting snubbed from that, it'd even feel worse, than the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Because Rock and Roll Hall of Fame's going off on such a freaking tangent, where it's like there's no rhyme or reason almost to what kind of musical artist is going in there. It's like everything. Even the Country Music Awards, they have their own awards. If you're not country, you're not going into like, the Country Hall of Fame, whatever it may be. It's like, but metal is, that's like it's siloed unto itself. And that's where we can see like Death Dealer and Cage and the Three Tremors going, right?
I got a chance. Maybe there's a chance. The other thing is they induct like, legendary promoters. Like they had, I can't remember the guy's name, Starwood or something. This guy
cool.
that like, was the first one to book, Iron Maiden and Metallica and stuff. And he had a fascinating story. And those kind of people get inducted too, not just musicians, people that contributed to the development of the scene and the genre, and very cool. And like I said, it's just going to get bigger and bigger, and they did it right. And I think maybe the Tremors were supposed to perform this year, but it was like a scheduling thing. We couldn't do it, but maybe we might play next year. Who knows? It'll be cool if we do.
Well, I'm very excited. I'm very excited about that. And for you, of course. And again, everybody, we are here with Sean the Hell Destroyer Peck, one of the most amazing metal voices on the face of the earth, as you will hear.
The most. The most amazing metal voice.
I'll put you on the Mount Rushmore. I'll put you in the Mount Rushmore. How about that? Yeah. But
that's cool.
I mean, with the Three Tremors, again, Death Dealer and Cage, unbelievable work that you're doing. As we wrap up here, what are some of the most immediate things that people should be paying attention to coming out of your music camp? We're talking about, we're talking about going on tour, obviously, with the Three Tremors. That's imminent. That's going on this month. What else you got going on? Any new music videos coming out?
Well, we just released the Sonic Suicide radio edit music video, which is really cool. It's like it brings you back to when you're in high school, because it's a kid kind of rocking out in his bedroom he gets expelled from high school and for wearing a metal shirt, and he just goes into this room and rocks out to the Three Tremors. Sonic Suicide, everybody please go and watch it. And Cage just released Darker Than Black on vinyl, which is a big deal, and we re-recorded the Science of Annihilation album, which is called Science of Annihilation Reannihilated. That's available on cageheavymetal.com or the steelcartel.com website. And we also just released the Three Tremors solo versions, a 3-disc version of the original album where I sing the whole album, Ripper sings the whole album, and Harry sings the whole album. That we thought was just going to be kind of a collector's fan thing, and it sold out like within the first week, and so we had to totally unexpected, so we repressed that. So that packaging is really cool looking. The Three Tremors, the solo versions.
I did see the packaging. Yeah, that looks cool. I'm glad you put that out too. That's really cool, because it's one thing to hear all you guys together, but then when you hear everything cut up where it's you guys individually, that's pretty wild.
Yeah, it's a unique product. I don't know that it's ever been done like that before. So I'm always trying to innovate in the idea department when it comes to heavy metal. One last thing on the Hall of Heavy Metal, the Hall of Fame, what the hell do they call it?
The Heavy Metal Hall of Fame.
Heavy Metal Hall of Fame.
Yes.
Metal musicians, I'm biased, but we're the greatest musicians in all the genres. We have the best guitar players, the best drummers, the best, most powerful singers, and we can walk into any studio and just blow doors off these pop people or or the rappers that can't even sing, and this music that they can't even play an instrument. So it's we know that we got the biggest firepower in music, and that's one of the things that attracted me to metal in the first place. It was like everyone is at their metal is no limits and pushing everything to the limit, and we're putting the rest of the music genres on notice.
Right on. Well, Sean, thank you so much for your time again, man, and just love you, man. I mean, and I look forward to everything you've got going on. I can't wait to catch up with you when you guys make it back out here eastward. So that'll be awesome. Awesome stuff. But dude, you got to stay away from this.
Thanks for having me, and sorry about your Eagles, dude. It was a bad year for my Chargers too. It was
horrible. Yeah. Rub that in. Yeah, it's brutal, man. It sucks. What a crappy feeling, And hey, I don't think I'm even going to pay attention to the Super Bowl. Good for the teams that are in it, whatever. I don't care. I got no dog in this hunt at this point. But you, my friend, you got to stay healthy. You got to stay away from these these athletic escapades of yours, man. You're going to fall apart.
Man, getting old sucks. But, man, thanks for having me, Scotty.
Right on, man. All right, so I'm Rock Titan. I'm Scotty J with Rock Titan live here with Sean the Destroyer Peck. Yes, indeedy. We're out.